Good morning, everyone. It
Morning.
is day 6 of the Camino de Santiago. We are leaving Pardon and heading to Santiago de Compostela, our final destination as we go to the Cathedral and we complete our pilgrimage. And I feel good today. How about you?
Yeah, I feel good. Our mileage has been, the purported mileage has been different from what it actually is, so we really don't know how far today is.
Well, they're saying 24 kilometers, but it could be less. We'll see. So we'll try to show you some additional beauty along the way as we're going. And again, if you're interested in seeing more of our adventures, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can get notified when we get up new videos. See you soon.
Oh, hello, Kitty. Those are the magic pastries.
I can't remember what town it... Oops. Sorry. I didn't know.
The magic has begun.
I can't...
Oh!
Oh my God. That was precious.
Oh,
precious.
nuestra chocolate.
Oh my God.
Another arrow. But then what about the white ones? They're not confusing.
That's for the parking lot.
Yeah, no telling. Yeah, the one on the benches, they don't always mean a lot. Sometimes they mean go and stay in our albergues. The ones on the poles here, they're good. If you have subscribed to our channel first, let us say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are so willing, send us an email at livedeeper10x@gmail.com because we would love to send you a small token of our appreciation.
I'm gonna make you a pie. I'm gonna ship it in the mail.
We can't put it in the mail. Because we just want to be able to say thank you, and we want to be able to stay in touch, and we want to be able to address anything you would like us to address in these or future videos.
Yeah, like anything related to, hey, I'm 50 years old. Is it possible for me to literally get up and just go? And the answer is yes.
Yep.
We did it. Takes a little planning, but we did it. So.
Or I'm 18 and digging what you old people are doing. So anyway, we can like tap into each other's goals. So thanks.
Some of you may be wondering what's next. We're coming up to our last day on our Camino walk, and what are we doing next? So we are super excited about this next part of our journey because in a day and a half we leave for Ireland. And what's in Ireland, Stephen?
Our first overseas house-sitting venture.
Yeah. So we're going to be watching 8 alpacas.
Look, wait, show that. A fence that goes into a bush.
Okay.
How cool is that?
So 8 alpacas and 2 dogs. We're going to be there for 11 days. We're staying in a town outside of Dublin called Collinstown. And a lot of people wonder, house sitting? How did they get a gig in Ireland to go house sitting? I mean, that's bananas. Who does that? Well, we do that. And we'll tell you how. Later.
Apparently we are are going through 19 different towns today, which would be great because we didn't really plan ahead with food. We've got some leftovers from yesterday, but we're gonna need to drop into those little villages to get ourselves some nutrients. More chickens.
Dogs, which is fine. We love dogs. It's cute.
Yeah, they take their crosswalks very seriously here in Spain. We were walking down some street in some little town and we heard and there was some vehicle that went to that extreme to stop for a pedestrian at a crosswalk.
Yes.
And I don't think it was because he was stopping from hitting them. He just wanted to make sure it stopped.
Make sure he stopped.
Yeah.
There's just a courtesy thing here for that.
Gracias. Gracias.
And did you drink? Choices in footwear and swimwear and...
Thank you. Which way, my darling? That's a big blue arrow. For the record, the sock gaiters are working great. To keep the sand out, the Nike symbols were unintentional.
A new hack.
Yeah.
New hack.
The best way, though, I found out, you cut off just the feet, right at the ankles. And if you put the cut end up, it will kind of fray and roll down a little bit and take up more room around the opening to your boot. Put the official uncut end down over the boot. Stronger elastic, it'll hold it well. It works great. This is a beautiful little sock gaiters intact. And the height of fashion.
Keep walking.
Dun, 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 dun.
You should do a little kick in the air. There you go. Over here.
Hola, pero ¿cómo está? Gracias por su trabajo. That's wrong. That's not the right words.
Ooh, you just hit him.
What happened?
Uh-oh. We have friction happening here.
Oh. He wants to get in there. Oh, jeez. That was totally uncalled for.
He's a little guy, let him in. They're not letting him in.
Oh. I have to tell you, I could sit here all day and watch this. That's probably his mama.
You think so?
Yeah. You're doing good work. Good work, my friend.
And then they're scaring away the
Oh, and the geese and the roosters.
yeah.
That's a big rooster, though. Oh, ah.
We're at the last 9,800 kilometers and they've decided to make everything all uphill. Those darn Catholics. All about suffering. But we're gonna make it. It's almost there.
And we haven't figured out how to read the distances on the concrete post because it does say 9,800 kilometers. It started off on ours at 95,000
Yeah.
or something, so we don't know what it's actually referring to.
We know that it's getting lower and that
Yes.
makes us happy.
That's right.
We assume that the lower the better. Boy, it would be different if it were the other way around.
Yeah.
So, but good stuff happening. Last day, a few more hours. It's totally doable. Buen camino.
Buen camino. We're about 7 kilometers away. And the closer we get, the more peregrinos we see on the Camino. All with the same final destination in mind. I guess, yeah, they have to, because every one of these rocks is unique and different
We just got invited to house it.
shapes. What's the...
3rd through the 8th of January.
Well, let's check it out on a map. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that we got an invite from an international.
Yeah, sure is. So this is our hostel for the night in what's the name of the city?
Santiago de Compostela.
Santiago de Compostela. It might even be officially a hotel. I'm not sure, but that's our view. Rather phenomenal. So we did it. We made it. So far today, 16.3 miles. That was just a straight hike. Mm-hmm. For some reason, we're always on the 32nd floor.
It's so true. It's like, why can't you just put us on the first floor? We're not complaining.
But there was a little lady who helped us in. It was so nice. She carried one of the backpacks.
Oh my gosh. And she refused to take the lighter pack. She was like, no, 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 no. Which I think they're used to seeing pilgrims like us coming in on the last day.
Maybe. So
I don't know. It's an emotional day for me. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Stephen, for doing this with me.
Thank you, Gina. Glad to be here. We made it. All is well.
Good morning. We are on day 7 and we took a day of rest. We are headed towards the Pilgrim Office, which will give our credentials to the person in charge, or one of the people in charge, and our goal is to get it stamped and rectified so that we can get our Compostela. But we are looking forward to seeing the inside of the Basilica and finishing up our journey here. We're heading to Ireland tonight with a stop in Madrid overnight before we head on to Dublin tomorrow. So looking forward to sharing more with you our adventures, and thanks so much for following us.
Bueno, para coger un número ahora, tienen que pasar la fuente, bajar las escaleras y el edificio de la izquierda. Nada.
Hola.
Ya están registrados.
Lo siento, mi español es muy malo.
English?
Sí.
Welcome, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Did you register already to request the Compostela? All right?
Okay.
Because once you register that is when you get the number.
Okay.
You can be on the side and take your
Okay.
time. Ask me any questions.
So it looks like when you register, we have to register at the Pilgrim's office either before you go on the Camino. We did not do that, so we're doing it now. And then we get a number, and hopefully from there we'll know what we're supposed to do next. So once you complete the registration for the Pilgrim's office, then you can come up with a QR code that they give you, and then they scan it and give you a number, and then you have to wait in line. Right now there's 157 people in front of us that are getting scanned, so it's going to take us probably a little while to get these taken care of, but they're very intentional about that. I'm not very good at this. This is the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where the body of St. James, one of Jesus' disciples, is supposedly buried. And pilgrims from thousands of years ago started a pilgrimage here to this very location. There's 9 different locations, and Stephen and I completed the Camino de Santiago Portuguese. So we're very happy to be here. Feels very special. And we invite people who are watching us to consider doing this amazing journey. It's well worth it. So you can get in and take a look inside of the cathedral, but you do have to wait in long lines. And so there are a couple of different lines. There's a back way, and there's the side entrance, and then there's also going through the front entrance. And so we're waiting. It'll probably be about an hour or so before we get in. So we left the Pilgrim's office to come do the tour of the cathedral because they're checking the Compostelas every 100 or so, and we were 691. So we thought we'd go out and do a tour around and then come back later. So it's probably going to be a good 3 or 4 hours before they get to our number, which is fine. We're good with that. It's just nice to be able to do 2 things at once and to be able to see the beautiful city and to see the cathedral while at the same time waiting to get our Compostela. So it is exactly 12 noon here in Santiago de Compostela, and we're waiting in line to go into the cathedral. So it takes about an hour to get in, so I'm sure if you get here much earlier, you probably don't have to wait as long. There is no special line for pilgrims, so pilgrims and the general public together both wait in line, but we were told most of the people standing in line are pilgrims. So you do need to get here early in order to get in sooner. But the line's moving pretty quickly. So you can grab yourself a pastry like Steven did, and we can sit and chat and wait for and people watch. There's lots of really cool fashion that we can watch while we're waiting in line. So don't forget to come check out the cathedral when you get here. 2.5 hours later, it looks like we're finally able to make it in. We took turns keeping the line so that way we didn't lose our place. We're doing some hand sanitizer before we head into the cathedral. Gina. Thorn. Thorn. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Sure.
The other one's €3.
Oh, 3 years? No. It's muy bien. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Tiene un buen día.
Got 'em.
Yeah.
These are our Compostelas, and they are actually they've written our name in Latin, and it is the final certificate that we received that we completed the Camino de Santiago. Congratulations, Stephen.
Congratulations, Regina.
Regina. What did you say?
Stefanum.
Stefanom. I'm going to start calling you Stefanom.
Que Reginum excelente.
Thanks everybody for watching us. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell so that you can learn more. Up next, we're heading to Ireland.